So you wanted a new inTech trailer with an office, bunk beds, lots of space, cool new features. We got it. Stay tuned. It is the 2026 Sycamore from inTech. Hey everybody, I'm PJ from Princess Craft RV, and I'm so excited because I'm going to show you a 2026 Sycamore. Yeah, this is inTech's new trailer. It's 30 foot long. Now that's the total length, including the tongue, weighs 7,100 pounds. But what's so great about it is that it's got all the features that you're used to with inTech. It's got all the quality. What it also has is a bunk bed flex room. What I mean by that is that it can turn into that office space or that desk space that you always wish you had. No slide out, great features, 2 TVs, beautiful living spaces, super large bathroom. Let's go check it out. Yep, feels like an inTech. That means quality, craftsmanship, modern feel, well thought out. All right, let's get to it. This living area doesn't have a slide, but it feels so open. And here's why. You've got a big window here, a big window on the other side, this nice long kitchen with the sofa on the end. It's lots of open space. You've got cabinets down both sides at the top. And we're gonna start right over here with this sofa area. So when you walk in, you're immediately in the living room. The table right here on the right. If you don't need it, guys, you want to fold it up and put it away, you've got to have a place to put it. And I love that they have put it right here. It almost looks like it's accenting the decor, but it's just a great place to store it with a nice inTech shelf above it. Lights right here. You'll notice on this living area, you've got the blue lights above the windows, blue lights in some of the cubbies, great lights up ahead, and then you've got strip lights other places as well. So pay attention to the lighting as we go through. Most of them are all on separate switches. You can turn off the blue lights, or you can leave them on, turn off the white lights. It's a great feel in here. It just adds to this spacious, modern look. The sofa feels huge. I mean, 3 people could comfortably sit here. 4 people my size could comfortably sit here. And I don't know, maybe even 5 if you got a kid. The best part, you've not only got drink holders right here on the end, but you can actually pull this out to be a footstool or a larger bed. Now you've got the table base right here, so if you wanted to put the table up, you've got a great place to eat, and when you're done, just put it right back on the wall. Now let me show you how easy this is. This slides out just like a drawer. Lift up on the tab, then it lays flat down. I mean, that's a great footrest for me. Need more than a footrest? You just make this into a bed. Again, super easy. Pull out the drawer, lift this up, and it lays flat. Did you notice? I bet you didn't. The camera angle's not quite right. If you lift this up, great storage in there. So you can use it either way. Drop it back down, push it in. You're not gonna hesitate to pull that out for a footrest if you need it. Better yet, you may have some company that just needs a great place to sleep. Now, sitting right here, one of the things you might do is watch TV. So while we're talking about lifestyle, I'm gonna show you where the TV is. Come here. That's right. One of the coolest things about this is you have a 40-inch TV built into the cabinet. I love that because you're probably not going to be cooking and watching TV at the same time. So it is a great double use of space. One of the things that makes this such a great living space is that it is uncluttered. You don't have big walls full of panels and switches. You don't have things hanging on the walls. It's very clean. So big TV, and when you're done, push it back in, and you've got a latch right there so it doesn't move when you're going down the road. All right, let's drop in this last piece here. Remember, there was storage under there. Easy to get to, easy to use. Let's talk about this kitchen. You've got the stove right here, glass top, 2 burners. You've got a household 110 plug right on the side there. Lift that up, lay it back down, and of course, you've got great counter space right here. That's right, it looks like an oven, but it's actually a microwave convection. So you drop this down here, folds down like an oven, but it is, again, a microwave that you can also bake in, grill a steak, whatever it is that you want to do, it can happen in here. And don't worry, it comes with directions, so you don't have to learn. You just read the books, see what to punch in, and you're good to go. If you haven't ever done any convection cooking or baking, you should try it because it is so quick, so easy, and a great space saver in a camper. Okay, moving down to the other end, a nice roll-up grid here. Great for drying dishes, maybe just covering it so you can set things on top to drain, but I also like the fact that you can use it kind of as a countertop without having this big piece to move around or store. So, big farmhouse sink, about 8 to 10 inches deep. It is the brushed aluminum look, really sleek, really modern, and a really nice faucet. Single handle with the spray port. Now up here on the left, what you'll see is the 110 plug, so you've got one on both sides, and then you've got the controls right up here for the air conditioner. Right above me, there is an 11,000 BTU AC that is going to blow not only in the living room, but it's going to blow into the bathroom and the bunk area behind me. You do have a second AC for the bedroom. I'll show you that when we get that far. So down below is the controls for the power fan right here in the middle. You've got these great windows. You open these windows a little bit, turn on that power fan, you're going to get a nice breeze in here. So you've got 2 different ways to cool it off depending on what you need. You've also got the 2 USBs right here next to it. If you've got a phone to charge or something you need to plug in there, super easy. Here's the accent lights in the kitchen, because if you're not cooking or you're watching TV, those lights really aren't necessary. But as I said, I love the fact that all the lights are on different switches. Now, right here you've got a nice 10 cubic foot, 12 volt refrigerator. Really nice space, shelves on the door. You've got a residential size freezer space up top. So yeah, love that. And it runs on 12 volt. It's compressor driven, so it's going to cool quickly in a couple of hours. It's going to stay cold going down the road. You're in good shape with this kitchen. It's got the sleek look, but it's got everything you need. Let's talk storage, because that's always key in a good kitchen. You've got storage up here. These are magnetically held closed, so they require a pretty good tug to open them. But these are all the same right here. You can open them up. They're all separate. It is about 12 inches deep and a little over 12 inches tall. So you've got triple space right there for storage. Down below on this size, you've got the space underneath the cabinet. And yes, you've got some plumbing to work around, but not only does it give you easy access for maintenance or draining the lines, it also gives you great storage. Next to that, a pull-out trash can. Now, how great is that? You know, they really do think of everything in these inTechs. Another storage drawer right down here. Now that's going to be your plate to go inside your microwave. All of the controls here. But this is a nice sized drawer. It's about 2 or 3 inches deep. I actually use this for plates and some different things that I travel with in mine. So don't discount this small drawer. It can be very useful. Now on the other side here, not only do you have the storage under these footrests or these bed extensions, these top cabinets, now they're going to have the magnets on them, so sometimes you have to give it a pull. They're going to be about 12 inches deep, again, over 12 inches tall. So a really nice space here and in the middle. So great storage there. Of course, you might have seen you've got a very nice cubby here. It is about 10 inches deep. Got the blue light at the top, the elastic on the front. You can store a lot of things in there, guys. Now this last cabinet is going to be controls. Remember how I told you I really like the fact that they keep everything kind of hidden? You don't have all of the controls on the wall. Well, this is one of the ways they do it. Right over here, you're going to find breakers and fuses, but this is going to be the battery disconnect switch. So when you need to disconnect the entire camper in storage, it's right up top here. And of course, this is going to be your Suburban water heater. So it'll turn that on up at the top. So in that, controls in that, but storage in the other two. While I'm here, let me point out, you see you've got one reading light here that's white. The one on the other side is blue, and you can control these any way you want. They are a touch light. See all the choices here? Or then touch it one more time and it goes off. So I really love the options that you have here. Lighting is really nice when you're trying to, I don't know, get comfortable. You're going to want it to be different whether you're watching TV, whether you're working on your computer, or whether you're just relaxing. Now I'm going to show you the storage that's right as you walk in the door, because that's going to lead us into this beautiful front bedroom. Two big double doors when you walk in, and at first glance it looks like a closet that you would expect. Shelves on one side, hangers on the other, and drawers underneath. So really a nice closet space. You're right, it's not in the bedroom, but it's close. And maybe there's something else you'd like to use those shelves for. It really gives you that versatility. And oh, let me tell you, there's another door on this side. So if you want to get your clothes out while you're in the bedroom, you've got access on two sides. I'll show you that in a sec. In here, you've got about 2 inches deep, but a really nice big drawer. I mean, it screams sock drawer if I ever saw one. This one is deeper. It is probably 4 to 5 inches deep. And again, a really nice size drawer. And all the ones down below are about that size. They get a little deeper on the bottom. So nice size drawers all the way down. When you're stepping back into the bedroom, another one of the features I really like is the unhook it here. A nice sliding barn door. So it does have a magnetic catch that's going to hold it open. There is a permanent clip to hold it open or closed depending on what you want. What I like is they also added the magnet so that you don't have to worry about it kind of just moving around. It's going to hold itself open if that's where you place it. Coming on in. That's right, this is a 60 by 80 queen bed, just like the one you have at your house. Now it isn't a 12-inch mattress like you see in some of these. It is a memory foam mattress. It is probably 6 inches deep, and it's super comfortable. Now, I'm not going to tell you you might not want to add something to it, but I will tell you for the majority of the people out there, this is a great mattress for them. Not too soft and not too firm. The best part about this bedroom, the windows all the way around. Now we're inside the shop doing this video. If we were outside, I will tell you, having this view in the bedroom is phenomenal. It's just gorgeous in here. So you've got storage right on the top here. And again, it's surprisingly deep. The problem is you're going to have to lean up to get to it if you're only 5 foot tall. But maybe you don't keep the things that you need all the time right up here. So let me open this so you can see it. You can see it covers the eyebrow in the front of this trailer. It is about 12 inches deep in the center, but it is kind of narrow. But I'm thinking if you've got those things that you might need, you know, every now and then, the extra hiking boots, maybe those extra heavy jackets, things like that. That would be a great place to put those type items because you don't use them every day. But what you do have in here that I think is phenomenal is you have this countertop right underneath the windshield, and that's going to be a place to put maybe things that you like to look at, picture frames, things that are decorative. You might also use it for things that you need to grab pretty easily. Very nice space up there, and you have really large bedside tables. The bedside tables are going to have cup holders in them. I mean, not that you need a cup holder. You're not going to be sleeping or having a drink back here when you're traveling. But it is nice that you're not going to like turn over in the middle of the night, move your arm, and tip over a drink. Now, in the back of here, you do have these nice little cubbies. Store those things that you maybe want to always have by your bedside. Down below, both sides are going to have the standard 110 plugs and, of course, 2 USBs right next to it. So you've got electricity on both sides, but only on this side do you have the ceiling light switch and the accent light switch. So easy to crawl in bed, turn on and off the lights according to what it is you need. You do have those same wonderful touch lights right here that will have 3 different settings on both sides of the bed. And with this really nice table, I would probably use that as a great place to sit down, put my shoes on, something like that. They're sturdy, they're easy to get to, they really don't hinder the getting in and out of the bed. It's a great design, it's versatile, and it doesn't take up a lot of space. The idea is that you have a very comfortable sleeping space, but the living space is opened up and as long as it can be in the trailer. Looking for more storage? These cabinets right up here on both sides are identical. So you've got the open cubby with the blue lights in it, really cool. Of course, great for storage, especially those grab and go items. And then right above here are 2 cabinets with the magnetic catches. You open them up, again, only about 6 inches deep. It is one big cabinet here, but great for more storage. Now this side has the TV. I apparently woke it up somehow. So you've got a nice TV here. It is on a swivel arm so it can turn. The door behind me, remember that nice barn door? Here is the latch I was telling you about. Just drops right in, so it is not going to move when you're going down the road. Right up here, you will see the venting for the air conditioner. This space has its own air conditioner. There are 2 in the Sycamore. Both are 11,000 BTU high efficiency air conditioners with soft starts on them. Now, imagine this. You're ready to go to sleep. You want to cool it off in here. You turn on that air conditioner right outside the door with this control right here. Then you close the door. Now, the important part isn't to keep the cold air in because it's going to be plenty cool in this trailer with 2 ACs. But the noise is out there, and that's the plus. Close this door. You've got the air conditioning blowing in right up top, and the noise is outside the room. Great. All right, now that we've made it this far, remember I told you could reach the hanging storage? You can reach it from this side or from this side. So you've got both as access. I mean, they really have thought of so many things that are really handy when you're camping. Down below, the 3 bins are going to be open. So you can reach in and grab whatever you want. You can see what's there because there really isn't a lot of space to open and close doors, but there is a lot of space there that you'll want to use for storage. In the corner, you've got, of course, controls for another power fan. If you don't want the AC, you have the high-powered fan with the rain sensor right above your head, and you can create a breeze in here without turning on the air conditioner. Down below, of course, all the lights. They're on double switches, the 2 over there for the ceiling lights and the blue lights. You have the same switches right here. So, yeah, kind of nice. You can turn it on here, turn it off there. A few more things to show you in here, and that is the storage under the bed. Just lift up the base, easy to do, and you will see It opens up really well. You're not crawling in the side. You've got a full open space. If it was me, I don't know that everybody would do that, but I think I'd start putting pictures of all of my adventures right here so when I opened it I could see them. I don't know, just came to me. Big space right here for storage. Now under here, it has a little bit of storage, but what you've got is your battery box. Many of you I know, when you purchase from us, you upgrade to lithium. And when you upgrade to lithium, you could put as many batteries in there as you wanted. And that is going to give you a whole lot of reserve power if you find yourself camping without plugging in. So that is available. And when it comes to closing this, just give it a tug, it goes right back down. Now, I like to show you guys how everything operates because, quite honestly, I'm 5 foot tall and I'm not terrifically strong. So if I can open the cabinets, lift the bed, easily set this up, you're going to be able to do it too. Now for the really exciting part. Let's scoot to the back, take a look at the bathroom, but more importantly, that really cool bunk that turns into a desk. It feels kind of space capsule-ish to me. Maybe that's not the right word because it doesn't feel tight. But coming back here, it just kind of feels like your own private space. You've got a big opening up here that's about 8 inches deep. With the elastic on the front, it's going to keep everything stable in there. And a monitor maybe would go up there. You do have the 2 USBs and the 110 plug on the side. Accent light switch right here in case that is not working for you. And of course another reading light right up here. I love those. I love that there's a light right above me so that when I open this and create a desk area, I have the light directly above. You can also slide out this underneath piece, bring your desk to you, and you've got a really nice working space. There is room in the back of this when you fold the table up to store things back there, whether you have files, you may keep a monitor back there behind the desk. There's certainly room for that. It may just be office supplies. Whatever you need, this is genius because slide this back in, push it up, not a whole lot of gadgets to it. It is super easy to put away and be ready to move on. So seating wise, it isn't a real deep seat here, but the back is high, it leans back a little bit, super comfortable. So if I'm working here, I'm going to have no problem. But I also think that someone who's closer to 6 feet tall won't have a problem either. It fits someone much larger than me. But what about turning it into a bunk bed? I mean, if you have kids and you need to work, kind of sounds like a hassle. So I have spent a lot of time working with this. I know inTech reinvented this 3 or 4 times trying to find the easiest way to do it. And I think it's brilliant. So to lay it down, you simply reach for the handle underneath, give it a tug, and it practically lays down by itself. And you've got a bunk. So easy, right? Now up here, you've got a top bunk that's completely out of the way. If you need that, I don't know, it might be hard to pull it. What if it's, I may not be strong enough. This just comes right down. Now I did need to use 2 hands. I probably could do it with one if I worked hard at it, but working hard is not what you want to do when you're camping. To set it back up, it's just as easy. Just give it a push. It's going to go up out of the way by itself, and pull the lever right here, slide back into place, and you are back to a desk position. Brilliant, right? That's my word. Okay, well, it's not nearly as exciting, but we need to check out the bathroom. Let's go. For a trailer, this is a pretty swanky bathroom. I love the porcelain toilet. Feels very residential, stays clean. You've got 2 hooks right up here for your towels. Look at the storage up here. It's about 6 inches deep. I mean, I could put what I needed up there. How about you? And then you've got counter space. You've got a window, you're not like claustrophobic in here, and a huge mirror over here with a backlight. So, I don't know, that's kind of cool. This ledge goes on the other side of the sink as well, so that you've got two sides to set things on the counter, two more cubbies down here that are about 6 inches deep, and right underneath, a little storage under here. Okay, you do have to work around the drain pipe, but it's a camper, guys. You're used to that, right? Still, plenty of space, and it doesn't feel crowded in here. So it's 6'8" in the center of this trailer. Plenty tall enough for most of you. And in here, it's going to drop down just a little. Maybe 6'6", maybe 6'5" right here on the end. But still, plenty of height in here for most of you. And it's going to be about the same in the shower. Now, when you come into the bathroom, you think there's no shower here, but a little door on the back will get you into the shower. Let me show you. Okay, you're going to drop down to about 6'4" inside the shower, but most of you can work with that as well. Big mirror on the door, which is nice to have. And I love the mesh here because you can put all of your shower components right in here, shampoos, razors, etc. Switch right there for the light. The light goes around the fan that's just above me, so you can open that up when you're showering if you want to get some of the steam out. A nice little ledge. Yeah, I can sit on it. I don't know if everybody else would be comfortable sitting on it, but nice place to put your shampoo if you don't like putting it in the mesh. Silver wall on the back just gives it some class. It makes it feel a little less like a big white box. The shower head is going to go up and down according to the height that you need, of course, with a nice little soap dish. It's stuck way up at the top there. So really nicely done in here. The best part is no shower curtain. Absolutely no shower curtain. So when you close the door, it seals completely. So you have a complete enclosed shower. Once you're done, open the door. No shower curtain to get out of your way, nothing to stick to your arms. I love that. You do have a couple of towel hangers in here. When you're done, you could hang up your wet towels in here, open the vent fan, go on about your business. So, I don't know. Nicely done. It's tucked away in the back, but great combination shower and bathroom for this trailer. And they have left all the beautiful living space in the middle. Now that we've explored some of these creative spaces that they have added into this inTech Sycamore, let's go outside and see what else we can check out. When I'm going in and out of a trailer, I notice the steps. Now, if you're watching, you don't get a feel for this, but they are solid steps, and they're made by inTech right in their factory. They have adjustable legs on the bottom, and they fold up very easily, clip right in, and stay out of the way. The aluminum build on that is really nice to have. It just adds to the ease and use of this trailer. You also notice it has a really nice awning with the light, of course. Now this case awning is going to come out. It is armless, so you don't have to worry about running into the arm on the side of your trailer. It's going to give you a nice outdoor space. Another great feature, the frameless windows. Frameless windows are going to give you a better seal. They don't leak over time, and they look so nice. It also has a dark tint on it, so it's going to keep that trailer cool if you're out there in the sun. Now, like a lot of bunk models, they have put a large access door in on the side. Great for loading some gear in. I might load my kitchen stuff in here, and you can just put it right in the fridge from here. But it does give you an opening to the outside. Very useful for adventurous who have lots of gear they want to take with them. Maybe you want to load up the bunk. So, next thing is going to be the outdoor kitchen. And they've done a very nice job here because you have got the Suburban griddle with the large cast iron top to it. Your Dometic refrigerator right here. Now you can set that to be a freezer or a refrigerator. Keep all those drinks outside, maybe for all those kids that are camping with you, and a little place for your silverware. In the outside, on the other side, you'll see there is access for a little bit of storage as well. So easy to pull out, easy to plug into the gas, and you're cooking in no time. Now, coming around the back, you will see that you've got the bars on the back, kind of a bumper for anything that might be behind you. You are pre-wired for a backup camera, and you do have a one-piece roof. So this is going to be a fiberglass roof that starts here at the bottom, rolls up and all the way around to the front cap. That is great for longevity of the camper. Now, speaking of longevity, you've got the fiberglass wall on the outside, but it's what is underneath that is so different. All the inTech products are going to be built with an all-aluminum welded cage frame. Now, you may have heard other manufacturers say, yes, we have aluminum framed campers, but that just means they have aluminum framing in the wall. What inTech does is very different. It is a cage frame. So down here, you can see the chassis underneath is aluminum, the walls are aluminum, the roof is aluminum, the entire piece is welded together as one solid frame. They call that a cage frame because in essence it looks like a cage. So take a look and keep in mind that this is very different than an aluminum framed camper. Okay, now let's back up because we don't want to miss anything. So right down here is going to be your sewer connection, and you see they've got handles for the wastewater and the sewage holding tank. This trailer has 90 gallons of fresh water. It has 52 gallons of gray water and 30 gallons of black. So you've got some nice sized tanks, easy to hook up right here, pull the handles on what you need to dump, and you're good to go. Now, you do have a spray port right here. I'll show you the hose that hooks up to this. It's going to be in the front cabinet. 50 amp shore power. Now, that is because you have two air conditioners. So 50 amps going to cover you there. And cable TV, you want to put out a solar panel. You've got a port right here to connect to. All you do is plug it in, set it out in the sun, you're good to go. You have a 25,000 BTU furnace on this trailer. That is going to keep you super toasty. And don't worry about freezing weather because you've got tank heaters and line heaters. Really nice. Right here, you've got a Suburban tankless water heater. And moving to the front, of course, this is how you fill that 90-gallon fresh water tank or hook up to city water right next to it. Now you want to store that sewer hose, that is right down here, just in front. And then we come up to this front compartment. This is going to be a crossover to the other side. So you've got space moving all the way through, great for something long and thin, or all those things you just want to grab when you're setting up. Let's keep going to the front because they have a beautiful fiberglass cap on the front. The windshield, it is literally a windshield, guys. So safety glass, it can chip just like the windshield on your car, and it can be replaced just like the windshield on your car. But let's face it, nobody wants that. It's not very common because they make a great cover to go on top of it. Just slide it through the rail on the top, snap it in, your windshield is covered going down the road. So you get all of the loveliness of this giant window and none of the danger of having a windshield on your trailer. This is a great place also to see the aluminum frame. It comes all the way up to the tongue. So when somebody says they have an aluminum frame trailer, take a look up front because the chassis is most likely steel, which is not nearly as light, not nearly as durable, and when it's not welded all together. Electric jack, standard on here, and 2 5-gallon propane right inside. Just pull the pins, lift off the cover, easy to access, not floating around on the front. Just gives it a nice clean look out here. I love the blue light at the top. Again, if that doesn't work for you, there is a switch to turn it off. Now moving around here, we've got the other side of that pass-through. So lifting this up, magnetic catch, of course. You've got the other side of your front storage. And this will be your spray port for the other side that I was showing you with a nice spray handle on it. Very useful for lots of things. Showering off if you're at the beach, washing the dog, cleaning the grill, anything that you want to use that for, and it's got a nice long hose on it. All right, that brings us back around to the front. I cannot say enough about how inventive this Sycamore is. They really have taken the space that they had and turned it into just a very functional, very clean living area. Great to travel in this, whether you have kids or whether you enjoy the office space, or if you just want to use the bunks for a little extra storage and have your own space back there. Ingenious. I love the Sycamore. I hope you guys have enjoyed the tour. If you have questions, just let us know here at Princess Craft. We're always glad to help you. I'm PJ from Princess Craft RV, and I'll see you next time.